Now, Anthropic just launched Opus 4.8, and it just took things a step further, making it possible and way easier to clone almost any YouTube channel out there. I mean, in the past month alone, we've cloned around 27 different YouTube channels across all kinds of niches, from documentary to faceless fitness to Pixar animation to finance and so much more. And I just came across this brand new YouTube channel called Zane that pretty much has just 12 videos and is already sitting at 130,000 subscribers. I mean, the video they posted just a month ago already has 7.5 million views, and they've pretty much gotten the total of 14 million views with just 12 videos. Now all they post are stick figure animations used to explain complex topics. And a bunch of you in the comments have been asking me to give you a workflow that makes it possible for you to create content that is similar to this channel, but still monetizable. So in this video, that's exactly what we're going to do. And to make it even fun, we're going to use completely 100% free AI tools throughout the entire workflow. Plus, I've made sure this workflow runs on any device, so whether you're on mobile, desktop, or whatever you're using, you can follow along step by step. I'll cover how to create the channel, brand it, write strong scripts, generate your visuals, animate them so they actually move, and even build high-quality thumbnails from scratch, all using completely free AI tools. All right, first things first, you're gonna need a Claude account. So just head over to your browser, sign up for Claude, and you should land on an interface that looks something like this. For me, I'm gonna be using the Opus 4.8 model. And for the effort level, I'm keeping it at medium so it doesn't burn through too much credit. And honestly, if you can't use Opus 4.8, no stress. You can use GPT 5.5 or whatever recent model you can get your hands on. Now, once you've signed up on any LLM site, the next thing you need is access to the master prompts we're going to use to replicate the channel we're getting into. You'll find the link either in the description or in my completely free school community. All you got to do is hit Ctrl+A to select everything, then Ctrl+C to copy it, then paste it into your model and send it. Once you do this, your chatbot's going to ask you what channel you want to clone, basically what niche you're trying to get into. So head over to the channel you're modeling, take a couple screenshots of the overall channel view, and then jump back to your chatbot. I'm on Claude, so I'm just going to upload these screenshots back into Claude and give it a brief description of what the channel does, then send it. Trust me, that brief description always helps the model wrap its head around what you're really going for. So once you give it the screenshots and a description, the model starts covering the branding for you. It gives you a channel name, a channel description, and a logo and banner prompt you can use to create your own channel in this niche. We're going to come back to all of that much later in the video. For now, let's keep moving so we can knock out the harder part first. So what I'm going to do now is type next and send it. And now Claude's asking for video transcripts. Now, video transcripts are basically just the scripts used in existing videos. To get these, most people head over to the channel, pick a really viral video, click into it, scroll down to the description, and hit See More. Then, if you click Show Transcript, YouTube does you the favor of showing you the entire script used in that video. You can still watch the video to get a feel for how everything plays out, but that's pretty much how you grab the transcript. All you gotta do is give Claude 2 or 3 of them. Now, I already have my transcripts ready. If you want the exact assets I'm using in this one, you'll find them in my free school community. But you can absolutely source them yourself, and I just showed you how. Since I've got mine, I'm gonna upload them into my chatbot, type something like model script attached, and send it. Once you send it, the model reads through the PDF. For me, I saved my transcripts in a PDF, and it extracts the writing style, the format, the pacing, all of it. And here's the important part. Based on how I prompted it, it understands it's not supposed to give you content that get flagged or demonetized or feel inauthentic. So it learns the writing pattern, and then it asks if you want video ideas in this niche, monetizable topics and ideas you can actually work with. For me, I'm gonna say yes and send it. When I say yes, the model syncs for a bit, then comes back with 12 video ideas similar to what you'd see on the existing channel, which I think is pretty cool. You can see some of the topics on the reference channel are stuff like the entire history of money, how ancient humans did at night, why you can't remember being a baby, things like that. And the ideas Claude's giving us are somewhat similar, but completely different. They just follow that exact same pattern and format. Right now, all you gotta do is pick a topic. For me, I think I like idea number 1. Why do we forget why we walked into a room? The doorway effect. Honestly, that sounds really cool. So I'm gonna type number 1, and then in brackets, I'm gonna specify how long I want the script to be. I want a fairly short one, so I'll say around 142 words. Then I send it. Now, once you've got your script, the next thing you need is an image generator. I've got a couple options lined up that give you unlimited generations. So let's start with my personal favorite, Google Flow. Flow gives you access to Nano Banana 2 completely free. All you gotta do is sign in with your Google account, create a new project, and make sure you've selected the image generation option. Then I'll head back to my chatbot, copy the prompt for beat 1, paste it in the flow, and send it. Now, while that's generating, another really good option is Meta AI. Just search for Meta AI and log in with your Facebook or Instagram. I think they take Google accounts too. Then paste in your prompt, select the Create Image option, and send it. Meta AI also gives you unlimited images. Another one that doesn't get talked about much is TikTok Symphony. The only catch here is you can only create images and videos in the vertical aspect ratio, so it's short form only. But if that fits what you're doing, it works fine. Another option I like is DGen. DGen AI gives you access to a bunch of high-quality models for free. Sign in with your Google account, click on the image section, and you land on an image generation interface like this. It clearly labels which models are free and which ones cost. You've got some completely free models and then paid ones like GPT Image 2 and Nano Banana 2. Honestly, it's a really nice platform to play around with. And image generation on the base model costs you nothing. And then there's Google Gemini. Head over to Gemini, sign in, paste in your prompt, send it, and it'll create your image too. There are a few other free image models, but I'll cover those in the next course. These are the top ones for unlimited access, so let's check the results. This is what we got from Flow. Looks pretty good. This is Meta. Also alright. DGen gave us this, which isn't bad at all. I mean, it's just stick figure animation. Most models handle this without any issue. And Gemini gave us this. Honestly, so far, I think I like Gemini's output the most. It looks a lot more cinematic. Really nice. So I'm just gonna download the Gemini one. And there you go. Those are the top models you can use to create your images. Now, once you generated every single image you need, head back to your chatbot and type next. When you send it, Claude asks if you want video prompts to animate your images. The reason it asks is because some niches don't actually need animation. Some work fine with still images. But for this niche, I do want animation. So I'm gonna type yes and send it. Now for the video creation models, I've got a couple lined up. The first one I like to use is Google Vids. Search for Google Vids, click on it, and sign in with your Google account. Then it asks what aspect ratio you want. I want mine in landscape, and which model you want to use. I'm going with VO 3.1. Select that, and you're taken to an interface that looks like this. Looks pretty good. Another solid platform, though a bit limited, is Google Flow. Flow gives you access to video models like the new Omni model Google released, plus VO 3.1, VO 3.1 Lite, and a couple others. Now, all these models cost different credits. The Omni Flash runs about 48 credits on Flow, while the others are cheaper. Google Lite is about 40 credits for 4 videos, so just 10 credits for one. And the Omni Flash charges around 12 credits for an 8-second single video. So just go through the models and pick whichever one you think will do the best job. I'm gonna select the Omni Flash model. Then I'll upload one of the images I created and set it as the reference. Just click the plus icon, select it as the reference, and paste in the prompt I got from Claude. Now while that's running, I'm gonna spread this across other platforms too. I'll head back to Gemini, upload the same reference image, paste in my prompt, and send it. Gemini's got a really advanced video model baked in. Prompt it right, and it'll create high-quality videos for you, not just images. For some reason, Gemini ran into an error and couldn't process the request. So let me just try one more time. While Gemini's processing, I'll head over to Google Vids, paste in my prompt, attach my reference image, and hit generate. The animation starts coming together. On Google Vids, I think we've got unlimited video creation. I haven't hit any errors generating here. Then there's Meta. Meta's a bit different because sometimes it can't process really complex prompts. But let's see if it handles this one. I'll create a new chat, upload the same reference, paste the prompt, select the create video toggle, and send it. Now, DGen also has decent video models, but here's the thing. I don't think DGen's video side is completely free. They might give you 2 or 3 animations a day, which honestly isn't a reasonable amount, so I'm not really gonna recommend it for video. TikTok Symphony can give you unlimited animations, but again, it's stuck in the short aspect ratio, and I haven't found a workaround yet. Another good one to check is Qwen Studio. Head over to Qwen Studio, sign in with your Google account, and you land on an interface like this. Click the clock icon, then create video, and the whole interface changes. Most people don't even know Qwen can create video really well. It's also got a create image feature, which is handy. So I'll upload my reference image, paste in the animation prompt, and send it. All right, after a couple seconds, we've got our animations across all the models, so let's preview them. First off, Qwen. The motion's a bit flat. It looks like he's struggling to move into the next room. That doesn't look great. With multiple generations on Qwen, you can get better. But for this one, I'll give it a 2 out of 10. Vids gave us this. The animation across the different spots is a bit flat too, but Vids did slightly better than Qwen, so I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Let's see Gemini. Off the bat, this is really good. good. The motion's a lot smoother. Only thing is the character kind of walks through and through the room, and I don't know why, but overall Gemini gave the best output of the bunch, so I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Now Meta, here it looks like the character's on a treadmill, just moving in a static position, but at least the physics isn't laggy. It's better, and I think it's just a matter of prompting harder for cleaner output. And lastly, Google Flow gave us this, and I don't know what's going on. These are all really terrible outputs. Let me try Higgsfield. Full disclosure, Higgsfield's a paid platform, but let me paste the exact same prompt I used everywhere else and run Seedance on it to compare. It seems like these other models just don't understand what's going on. So I'll upload the Stickman image straight up as the reference, paste in the same prompt, select 720p resolution, and send it. All right, after a couple seconds, we've got our Higgsfield output. Let's check it. Now Higgsfield tends to nail the animation way better. Look at this. So many elements that look really good. I like how the text moves out, the walking looks natural, even the sun animation looks great. It pretty much looks exactly like what you'd see on the reference channel. The rock, everything, it all looks hand-drawn and really clean. So yeah, Seedance on Higgsfield did a wonderful job, but it is paid. The other platforms will still give you good output. You might just need to run your prompts over and over a few times to get something worthwhile. Remember, these are free platforms, and free platforms come with their flaws, but that's pretty much how you use these models to generate your videos. Now, once you've animated your video, head back to your chatbot and type next. When you do this, Claude asks you for 2 or 3 model thumbnails. It needs to understand what kind of thumbnails the reference channel uses. So go back to an existing channel, click on their most popular videos, and take a quick screenshot of their thumbnails. Your model needs to understand the layout they work with. Then head over to Claude, upload the screenshots you took, add the text thumbnails attached, and send it. Once again, your model gives you a quick analysis of what it pulled from the reference. The composition analysis, the text style, the color contrast, a detailed overview of how it sees the thumbnail. Now, you'll need an image platform to actually generate one, and we're just going to use Flow since it's so easy to use. So I'll type "give me thumbnails" and send it. And when I do that, Opus 4.8 gives me 5 thumbnail variants suited for the project we're working on. Remember, we're on Why Do We Forget Why We Walked Into a Room. So it's giving us 5 different thumbnail prompts, and all you got to do is use a platform to create them. I'm going to use Flow. I'll click into Flow, switch from the video to the image section, set my image output to 4, select Nano Banana since it has no cost, then head back to Claude, copy my prompts, and paste them into Flow. I've got 5, so I'm going to send all 5 at once to see what we get. And just a heads up, this method works across any single niche. So if there's a niche you want me to do a deep dive into, I'm happy to do it. Just drop a comment below. All right, so let me send every prompt and see what the thumbnails look like. And off the bat, we're already seeing really high quality thumbnails. These are exactly the kind of thing you'd see on the model channel. This looks really good. The minimalism's there, the text, the overlay. If you look at the text cast, it looks really similar to what we're working with. The font's high quality and it just looks great. If you don't like any of the thumbnails it gives you, you can always ask your model for more prompts. But this already matches the reference because these are the kinds of thumbnails they use and these are the kinds we got. Really similar. And that's pretty much it. We've gone from creating our script and voiceover to our images to our thumbnails, all from scratch. Now, the next thing we've got to cover is creating our channel. If we head back to Claude and scroll all the way to the top, you'll see the very first output it gave us was the branding recommendations, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is pick a name I like. Sketchwise sounds good. Inkling, I like Inkling. That's really nice. I'll copy it, head over to my YouTube homepage, click my profile, hit create channel, paste in the name, and create my channel. Now, once your channel's created, the next thing is the branding, the logo and banner. First, click Customize Channel, which takes you to YouTube Studio. Scroll down to the description section, head back to Claude, copy the channel description it gave you, and paste it in. And over here on the business email field, if you've got a specific email just for brand deals, you can put that here. It's helpful because it lets brands reach you for collaborations. I'm not going to cover that right now. I'll just paste in this simple description, add one nice emoji real quick, and hit publish. Now we need the logo and banner. If we head back to Claude, you'll see it gave us a really minimalistic logo, and honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I quite like this. If you don't like any output your chatbot gives you, you can always ask it to change it, but this one looks good. So I'm going to copy the logo prompt, head back into Flow, set my aspect ratio to the 1:1 box ratio, paste in the prompt, and send it. While that's running, I'll copy the banner prompt from Claude 2, head over to Flow, select the image section, switch from 1:1 to the 16:9 aspect ratio, paste it in, and send it. Now, while all that's running, I'm gonna head over to Canva because we need to customize all this to make sure it looks really good. Sign in with your Google account. Don't worry, the completely free plan works just fine. Once you're in Canva, click the Create icon, which brings up a pop-up. Search for YouTube logo. Click one of the blank options, and you land in an empty workspace like this. Now head back to Flow and pick a concept you like. For me, I like this. This image looks really, really good. I'm gonna download it, head over to Canva, upload it into my workspace, and drag it onto my canvas. Then I'll click on it, set it as the background image, hit share, and download. And now we've got our logo in a format that's compatible with YouTube. So I'll head back to the Canva search bar, search for YouTube banner, and select an empty canvas. Now if we head back to Flow, you can see we got a couple really good handwritten banners. These all look great. I'm gonna download one, head back to my blank banner canvas, and upload it. Then I'll select it and crop it so it sits precisely in the center. I want it dead center so it's visible to everyone, no matter what device they're viewing from. Once it's centered, I'll click on the background image, open the color wheel, and for the color, I want black. So I select black, and as you can see, everything looks smooth. I'm gonna download this, and of course, you could still write out the text it gave me, but I'm feeling lazy right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Once we downloaded the new banner, I'll head back to YouTube Studio, upload the new logo alongside the banner we just created, and hit publish, which puts all our details onto the channel. So if we view the channel and refresh the page, you can clearly see how this looks. Not too bad. And all of this was created by AI. We gave AI the creative input. What I always like to say is AI is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. So if you want high quality output from AI, you've still got to put in the creative control. Give it your own narrative and direction. But this looks pretty good. I like how it turned out. And if you've got any questions or any channels you want me to replicate, just drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one.